Hey guys.
Hello!
So we haven't done a workshop video in a while, and Addie said that what I'm doing right now, is too cool, so we have to film it.
It's workshop worthy.
Okay, so workshop video. Quick walkthrough on what's going on. Up here we've got a Raspberry Pi 2
Okay.
with a USB 56K modem on it, and it has mGetty running on it, which basically turns this into a ISP. But it doesn't give PPP, it's just giving you a shell login, right? And over here we have an acoustic coupler,
Lovely.
and this is a G-style handset, which goes down to a 50s, maybe 40s era Western Electric Space Saver telephone, and that's hooked into a PBX, and the 56K modem is also hooked into a PBX, and I've got a touch tone phone here also hooked into the PBX. With this, I can get all of the lines to ring at the same time, which just makes this an easy test to do. So I'll be using this one to ring all the lines, the modem will answer, and this I have to take off the hook manually, and that connects the acoustic coupler as the dialing line into the Linux machine. Now, notice the serial port here on the acoustic coupler is hooked up to a breadboard on a propeller. Now, obviously, old school RS-232 is not something that you can actually talk to directly with a propeller because the voltages are way too high. So this just came in the mail today. This chip here is a TTL to RS-232 level translator chip, and it uses a little charge pump to turn the 3.3 volts up to the 12 volt swing that's required for old school serial. Now, in the propeller I have some source code running, and it's essentially two serial objects here, one of which is connected to my computer so I can use PuTTY to talk directly to the propeller, and the other one is on the modem, and I called it modem, and PST for the one on the computer. And basically what's going on is it's pulling for bytes coming in on either side and then just passing them to the other side. So it's just a pass-through, the propeller is at this, in this configuration. And when it boots up, it sends a little string to the window here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power up the propeller here and then start a PuTTY session to the propeller. And we may have missed the initial string that the propeller sent out, but it should be in communication. Now down here I'm going to use the PBX to dial all the lines, or ring all the lines. The modem should pick up, and then I should take this off the hook. You can hear some dialing noises, so I'll hang that up. Now they're going to try to handshake, which you can see some handshake bytes coming through here. And now we're getting a login prompt from the Linux machine on the propeller itself. And I will log in. You can show.
Oh.
Now this is at 300 baud, so it's pretty slow. But it is definitely working. And we have a shell. So let me, you'll have to look away for a moment while So the Tymkrs IRC is now loading up at 300 baud. And this is something that Addie said. Addie at 300 baud through a propeller over phone lines. And the chat room is slowly loading. I can't imagine actually trying to use IRSSI at this speed. But wow.
So what does this mean?
this means that we can have the propeller use the telephone and transmit data over it.
Ooh.
So up here, it's all done. I can send and that got sent out on the internet. So we are now out on the internet through a propeller and an acoustic coupler. How cool is that? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
We post videos all the time, so don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter at TYMKRS.